the 9th. We are live.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Are we live?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I hear. Well, good morning. I'm Cynthia.
I'm Arlene.
And our Tammy has the day off.
Yeah.
And Arlene graciously accepted a fill-in. And we're really glad because Arlene's usually on the other side of the camera and she's very much a part of the show every day, every week. So thank you so much. And Miss Leanne is taking her spot behind
the scenes.
Behind the scenes this morning. Well, Janet Dick, good morning. Let's see how many people we've got in here. Debbie Weddages and Dorothy DeBruin.
Yeah. Pat, Debbie Wynn, and Marlene.
Good morning.
Yeah. It's a little chilly this morning, but a little frosty, but you can feel that spring is coming. So it's nice to get those fresh airs. And
it is. Like I've been leaving my winter boots behind just because there isn't snow and wearing shoes, but I'm still very cautious of the ice out there.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Out there's Darlene Lachance. Good morning, Darlene. We miss you. Janice Leverton. And there's Star Babby. And Betty Ann Spink. Do you know, I had a message from Carol this morning, and she said that she heard on the news that these guys on March 21st are going to be optional. Optional. So
we like optional.
We really like the idea of optional. They get hot all day, so we are very happy to hear that we just have this week, next week, and then we'll be able to see your pretty smiles again.
Yes.
So we'll have to be planning some kind of a celebration for that week.
I agree. It'll be a good day when we don't have to wear them anymore.
Yeah. So you can still wear them if you want.
Yeah.
But anyway, it will be optional. How wonderful is that? So do you want to tell us about our door prizes today?
We have these quilty gift tags from Lori Holt, and they're little gift tags that you can add and make a little card for somebody special. We have
some of your quilty friends especially.
Yeah, we've got a little fat quarter bundle here of some pretty spring colors. Little florals, very pretty. Oh, there we go. And then we have a block book with all these awesome patterns on the back. So if you would like to be added into the door prizes, just comment hello or good morning, and Leanne is writing down names today, and we'll see who can win. And then if you would like to order anything today that you see on the show, you can email Tammy at cherishedpieces.com, T-A-M-I.
Yeah, we have to do that for her.
And Cynthia at cherishedpieces.com.
Good morning, Marion from Mississauga. It was so nice seeing you here a couple of weeks ago. There's Janet and there's Ricka. Oh, it's so good seeing everybody.
Yes.
And I can see there's a Barbara that's going to scroll up. I just see her first name. Barbara Brandt. No.
Barbara Hayward, I thought.
Barbara Hayward.
Yeah.
Debbie Brandt. Oh, there's Louise.
There's
happy
Louise.
day.
Happy day.
Yeah, that's definitely her saying. And Karen Zanstra.
Yeah.
Christine Miller. So, look at these guys. Remember, I think we showed you some of these at Christmas time. We have them pre-cut in a package, and they have the lining and the binding with the tab included, and it's $22.50 for a pair.
Yeah.
So we have some for St. Patrick's Day, all cut out for our St. Patrick Day people.
Yes.
And then there's some other ones, like we have these with dog bones on them. But it's a quick gift or something good to have.
Yes.
Oh, are you going to get a little cheeky here this morning? No. I never know what you're up to. Okay. Anyway, they're great. And they're quick to make, aren't they?
Yes. Yeah.
And Tammy isn't here to show it off, but she did this cute little tea towel with a shamrock on it. And it is just machine applique on top. And we are going to be having these available die cut, the shamrocks, for what was it, 85 cents?
Yes, I think so.
85 cents for one. And it will already have the fusing on the back. So you could put it on something that for St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
But a tea towel is a great idea.
Yep, and Tammy just added a little touch of green fabric on the bottom just to trim it out, and yeah.
Yeah, I think that's such a good idea.
Yeah, it's a cute little project.
So, and you know, ladies, today is the day that we announce the winners. So we have 3 big door prizes here. I'm gonna have to hold that up. And we're going to be doing that a little later.
Yeah.
But this is the day. So
and we will reveal who made each block for all those that are curious. And we have our 3 winners. So we're pretty excited. And we're very happy with how it all turned out. It was a lot of fun for us.
yes, we sell tea toweling, Marion, by the yard. And I think we have some that are just tea towels, but we know that are all bound. But the tea toweling is great because it's bound on the edges.
Yep.
So, and we usually we find that cutting them at 3/4 of a yard is perfect.
It's a perfect size, yeah.
So
we'll talk about the seam tape again. We've had this before and it's back in stock. It's $10 and it's just great for marking for seam allowances on your sewing machine, and it's removable. There's a big roll of it, so it'll last you a long time. So this is back in stock.
it's been very popular. So it's $10 for the roll, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how much is on there? Quite a bit.
10 yards.
Yeah, so that will last you forever.
A long time, yes. Yeah.
Because it really doesn't come off. Well, we have this new bundle of fat quarters in from Riley Blake, Summer Picnic, and I think I'm going to try to slip this off because I like people to be able to see these a little bit up close. Let's just see if we can put some of these out, Arlene, to show them how pretty they are. Summer Picnic, it does feel like a summer picnic. And you know, we're looking forward to these summer picnics, aren't we?
Mm-hmm. This really does just the cherries, and it's just so summery. Little strawberries, little flowers. Oh, there's little bees. More strawberries, more strawberries. It's very, very summery. And the gingham just reminds you of picnics. Yeah, it's very pretty fabric.
And we have brought in 2 coordinating prints to go with this if you were looking for a border. So with the nice cherries, I really like this one too.
Yeah, it's pretty blue flowers.
It is. It's kind of minty. Yeah, it's just the right color.
Yeah.
So the fat quarter bundle, it does say how many are in there, Arlene. And
there is 24 in here, and it is $81 for the fat quarters.
And the yardage that coordinates with that is $15. And then we brought back, because this one was so popular, we did manage to get more of this Primrose Hill. And this one has 21 pieces. And I'm going to try to do the same thing here. And we'll maybe just kind of fan them out a little bit. This one was popular and just went like wildfire last time. It's $71 for the 21 fat quarters. And here we go. We have 2 pretty prints to coordinate with them.
Yeah.
See those okay?
Just very fresh, feminine line. But the blues are so pretty. This one, I like this one. It's so dainty and it's very nice.
It is. So lots that can be done with that.
And these fabrics are $15 a yard. And this fat quarter bundle, again, there's 21 pieces in this one, and it is $71. Okay.
Maybe we'll talk about the quilt behind us.
Okay.
So this one is made from which layer cake?
This is the Emporium collection from Liberty. So it's this, I'll show you those, if I can get, it's those fabrics from Layer Cake. And then we also used just our blossom with the little specks. This one's navy.
So it's white with navy. That's the background on it.
And that's what made this.
And the Layer Cake has 42 different, has 42 10-inch squares in it. And the pattern that we use is called Rolling Stones. And you can see on this picture here on the pattern, because the pattern is a free pattern that will come with the kit, like it can be kitted up very quickly. Only used 35, but we looked at it and said, you know, rather than put a border on this, let's use the whole Layer Cake.
Yeah.
So it was 4 yards in the background, and Gladys, when she did this, she used all 42 squares and all of the yardage,
yes,
and did not have leftovers.
Yep.
So we really like it when you don't end up with a bunch of leftovers, and you know you can buy a Layer Cake, make this pattern, some background, and there you go.
And what's the size of this, did you say?
When we did it this way, it was 70 by 84. And when they were doing it, they had 65 by 88. I think this must probably be 88. It's still 88 long, but it's 70 across.
So if you still wanted it bigger, you could still add a border.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because you could make it that, put a border on it and make it easily into that queen, because the queen mattress is 60. So it wouldn't take much more to add borders on that to make it your queen.
Yeah. It is very pretty.
Good morning, Ruth and Joan. I like looking up and seeing these names. I'll take this down. You want to pull up maybe some of those wide backs we got?
Sure. Do you want to flip? So we got some new wide backs in. So these are 108 inches wide. And this one's kind of, I don't want to call it red, but I wouldn't call it orange either. It's kind of a burnt orangey red.
Yeah, it's not even a merlot. Yeah, it's more of a terracotta almost, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very pretty.
And it just has little wisps underneath here, so it has some nice texture and movement. And it will certainly show the quilting up quite beautifully.
Yeah.
Especially if it's done in maybe a cream or a gray, or a color that lights that up.
So, and then we've got this chocolate brown one. And it's got almost, not really a paisley, but almost a paisley feel to it. But it would be nice on a little bit, maybe more of a traditional quilt. This is also quite masculine if it was a man's quilt.
And these are $27 a yard, and they are 108 inches wide. I'll hold that. I'll look after that, and then we'll switch up to another color here.
This one is a vibrant blue. It's a royal blue with a touch of navy in there, and it's just so striking. Sometimes you need that bright blue on the back, and this would be a good one for that.
Yeah, it is a really pretty blue, nice and bright. Good morning, Kathy Jenner. And there's Linda White, Teresa DeSantis, Kathy Harding. Oh my!
So here we have a gray. It's a very soft gray, a little bit of almost a marble look to it. But that one could be done in...
yeah, it's almost like it could look like leather, like cracked leather or something. Yeah. It just has quite a look to it.
Yeah.
And then...
we have the same, but a little bit darker gray.
And this will help you see the pattern better, I think, on the light gray, because it's the same pattern, isn't it?
Yeah, so those are all the wide backs that we got in, and again, they're 108 inches wide.
Okay, we'll tuck those away. We also had, yesterday in our order, we had a Creative Grid ruler shipment, because we found that we were down on our basic rulers. Some of our squares and some of our rulers. Creative Grid are really good because they're easy to see through, whereas sometimes the green and the yellow become harder on our eyes as our eyes get older.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't notice that, but some of us are starting to notice that. And they have the nice grips on the back so they don't slide. And the markings are positively excellent.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there was a message there from Fiona. Was there a Fiona up there a few minutes ago from the UK?
Yeah. Good
Hello,
morning from the
Fiona.
UK.
So Fiona is Heather's sister, and Heather was at our last retreat with some of the girls from Georgetown. And Fiona is going to be coming to our October retreat with her sister, and she was
how wonderful.
And so she came in from the UK a couple of years ago, and these sisters had fun. I saw Gwen Brewer and Linda Jackson and Mary Crow. There's so many of you. So there's Marilyn Walsh. We thank you so much for joining us in the mornings. It's kind of nice having breakfast with you.
It is, yeah. Yeah.
So
right,
what do we have?
Show this fabric first before the quilt?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. So we have some new fabric.
This is it's 16 a yard. Look at this. It has this nice oriental feel to it.
And there's a little touch of the gold, shimmery gold in the...
Sort of a little bit of the gray. Yeah, there's just a little bit of metallic, not overdone.
This one is so pretty. It's just such a soft blue. It could be added in so many projects. And we have this beautiful green.
Oh, that's such a rich green,
with the little gold flecks in it again.
It just, that one's just sumptuous.
And then we have it in black with the gold flecks. And then we've got this one.
With the cranes on it.
Yeah. This is very soft pinks and coral colors.
Yeah, the cranes really speak to so many of these beautiful traditional Japanese prints.
Mm-hmm. And then we've got, I'll just show this up close, this beautiful panel with the flowers and the cranes. Then we kitted it into a quilt.
And we've got the kit handy, don't we?
Yes.
So we use the pattern.
We use the pattern Trifecta. And so it's this quilt here, and it's $114, and it's 61.5 by 77.5 inches, and it made this quilt.
And instead of, like, we changed the pattern up in that we made all these bars the same color. We did play with it with some alternate colors, and it just it wasn't right. It really wanted that contrast, we felt.
Yeah.
So we've used that lovely green and this gold, and it's from that line.
And the beautiful border print. Very, very pretty quilt. Yeah. Yeah. So that's 114.
As we unmask the next one. Do you have any more fabric over there?
We do.
Okay.
We just have these two. We've had our blossom. This one's called Spring with the little colorful flecks. We've had it before. We're just restocking. But this is such a pretty one when we're getting into spring and you might be making some Easter projects or just some light colors. We love adding these to projects as backgrounds or just
they're wonderful.
Little...
Yeah, because it's called Blossom, and it's just that tiny little blossom on there, and they don't take away from a quilt, as you could see from that first one from Rolling Stone that we did, but they just give that little bit more
touch.
just a bit more interest.
Yeah. Then we also have this new pink one.
I think that was from Kimberbell, isn't it?
It is a Kimberbell. It's just a pink, and it's pretty. We can add it to so many projects, but those are just two new ones we've got, so we thought we'd show you all.
And yes, Mary, the one actually that I was showing was the 12.5 Creative Grids square. So.
All right. So this is another. Do you want to show this quilt or not quite?
Well, maybe we'll do, because this is our last one,
This
right?
is our last one.
Maybe we'll do this, and then we'll do
the big reveal.
the big reveal. Okay.
So the pattern is called O. Henry, and this is 51 by 69, and it's $95 for this kit. And we did it with the sailboats.
This was a Northcott line.
Yeah, and the little anchors, and we just thought it would be a fun little project if you're going to someone's cottage or beach house and you wanted to have a little gift or something left behind. It's a perfect little project for that.
Yeah, perfect gift for our sailors.
Yeah.
A lot of our boat people.
Boat people, yeah.
Our cottage and beachy people.
Yeah.
So there's some seagulls in here and some anchors. Wow.
All right. The moment everyone's been waiting for.
Bring some of these over.
We just wanted to thank you all for participating. We had so much fun looking at everyone's answers and getting your reactions from everyone had a kind of a different style on their sewing machine block, and we had a lot of fun with it. So thank you to those who took the time to fill out a ballot and to look at them.
I'll leave you with this.
Okay. So this one was made by Gladys. And Gladys decided to downsize it. So she did all the math and all the work to downsize the project.
I think she thought that this would be quite nice in a bag.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to do something different with it because these are pretty large.
Yeah, so that's Gladys. This one.
I'm going to swing these around this way, maybe.
This one's actually mine. This is the one I made. So I did some machine quilting using my mom's long arm machine. And yeah, a little touch of yellow because I love yellow. So
I really like it, Eileen.
This one is Tammy. Tammy made this one. She added the extra little flower and the little quilt on it, and she spent a lot of time picking out just the perfect fabrics out of her stash. She had a lot of fun with it. So yeah. Yeah, and there's polka dots, which we know Tammy loves her polka dots. So and this one is Cynthia's. Cynthia made this one.
I've got my little busy bees and my sewing machine.
Yep, that one's Cynthia.
And this one ended up being viewer's choice.
This is viewer's choice. This is the most favorites, and this one was Angelique's. So she's our new worker, and we were so happy to see this one because we got to see what her style is and her creativity.
And this is all hand embroidered, and she's hand appliqued all these little pieces. This wasn't done on the machine.
Yeah.
This is all hand appliqued, so she took the time to do that.
And she hand embroidered the words, and yeah, she did a beautiful job. So this had the most favorites. So congratulations, Angelique, if you're watching. You had the most favorites.
And we will have a prize for you.
So this one is Margaret.
And Margaret does a lot of some of the custom quilting off and on and works here part-time.
Yeah.
And she's got all this pretty thread here.
And her beautiful custom quilted.
Yeah. And look at the buttons.
Yeah. And she did her pincushion out of wool. So that's something different that no one else did. So I just see a question about the pattern for this. This is on the Riley Blake website under free patterns, under My Happy Place, and you can find this block. So feel free to.
It's one of the blocks in a whole quilt.
Yep. Yeah. And this one
is so much fun.
This one's Darlene's.
This is Darlene LaChan's.
And it's perfect there.
Yeah, she's got all the tiny little buttons here for her pins. And then look how creative she is.
Yes, I'm sure if we would have showed the back, people would have known this is Darlene's because she just always goes that extra mile and makes a special piece.
Yeah, so she's got the spools of thread there and the nice
It's a project bag, yeah.
So that's quite lovely.
It's a beautiful project bag.
At least that wasn't my thing. Oh, and this one we love, too.
This one is Leanne's.
I just love this Leanne. She's got all her little buttons for her pins and the pretty Lori Holt fabric.
Yeah. Yeah, and she had a lot of fun. She actually ended up making 2, and then she picked which one she liked better for the contest. So,
And this was really Leanne's idea.
It was,
This was her idea to get this going. And she did push us to get ours going, get ours finished so we could do this. And Carol, just in time for St. Patrick's
Yes,
Day.
this one is Carol. Carol just decided to have fun with it, use what she had in her stash. So this
and
is
try
what
to fool us so we
yeah.
wouldn't guess it was hers. So very nice.
Yeah. And last but not least is Louise.
From Purple Rooster Quilting, who does our
long arm, yeah.
Long arming for the shop.
So there's lots of purple in here. So if you know Louise and her taste of fabric,
yep,
you could have guessed this one was Louise.
Yeah, we thought this one was the easiest one to guess.
We thought
and she's got some pretty buttons.
Yeah, and she added some extra blocks along the bottom too, just to make it a little more personalized. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So we thank you very much for coming and participating.
And we will announce our winners. So we have no order. The first winner was Pam Brown. So Pam Brown.
Congratulations. We have a bag here for you at the store.
And we have Jerry Mayu, which it happens to be my uncle, my husband's uncle. But he took his time and wandered back and forth and picked, and he got the most. So thank you. And the last person was
Jackie Van Meppelschapink from St. Thomas.
Yes. So those are our 3 winners. So thank you very much. And come into the store and pick up your goodie bag full of some awesome prizes.
Okay, now, I saw Jasmine was just asking about the pattern. It's on the Riley Blake, so www.rileyblake.com under free patterns.
Yes. And then scroll down to find the quilt My Happy Place, which has the sewing machine right in the middle. And then we only printed those couple pages that you needed for the sewing machine.
Yeah. And I guess there's so much going on in the world right now, and so much going on with our quilters and people's health, that we just want to make sure maybe collectively that we send out prayers to all these people who need them right now. Because there's a lot of people that need our support and our prayers.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining us this morning.
We'll do some door.
We've got some draws here. Oh, we have a show and tell before we do our
show and tell. Yes.
Show and tell. We just love that. And,
all right.
Look at this. This is Susan Abe, and she took this wolf panel and she designed this pattern herself.
Yeah, and the colors on it were just perfect. It's very, very nice. Perfectly well done.
And then this one is another one she did, and she bought a fat quarter bundle from us. I'm trying to think of the name of that line. It's a Robert Kaufman one, and made this quilt. So Susan, just gorgeous. Very, very nice. And here is Brenda Bolt, and from Port Stanley, with her block of the month completed.
Yes.
So congratulations, Brenda. It turned out beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so door prize time.
All right, Leanne.
Alice Hellman.
Alice Hellman.
Alice Hellman. All right.
Congratulations, Alice. And that was for
the labels. Yeah.
And then for the fat quarters,
Janice Leverton.
Janice
Okay.
Leverton. Congratulations, Janice. And the block book,
Debbie Unelli.
Debbie Unelli.
Debbie Unelli. All right.
Congratulations, Debbie. Well, thank you. And yeah, good job in your role. Yeah, Shirley says. Yeah, I think
Thank
she
you,
did
Shirley.
great. She's much more relaxed now, isn't she, ladies? Yeah, it gets easier, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Yeah, it
It's
does.
fun. It's fun.
And the thing is, when you're with friends, it does
Yeah,
make it easy
yeah.
because it's, you know, and we're with friends because we're with you.
Yes.
So thank you so much.
Thank
And
you.
we
Have
look-
a great week.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing you. Hope that you'll pop into the shop and see us soon.
Yep. Hit stop streaming.